Ooh, let's have a cup of tea. Good morning guys, and welcome to another video. As you can see, it's on the Mazda today, and I'm rocking the Car Thought merch. Let me know if you'd be interested in buying one of these. I did a post on Instagram wearing this t-shirt, and a couple of people said, oh, I'd like to buy one of them. So let me know. They don't come pre-ironed, as you can probably tell. But yeah, just trying to gauge a bit of interest. So if you think you might want one, let me know and I'll see what I can do and try and make it happen with maybe a little shop somewhere on YouTube. But today we are working on the car. It's a very small mod, but I think it'll make my life a lot more enjoyable whilst driving this car. So previously I've done videos like the Christmas video that I did racing around Three Sisters race circuit dressed as Father Christmas. That used a CD in the car which had all Christmas songs on it. Now, I don't have any MP3 connectivity in this car, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and install this, which is a 3.5mm headphone jack, and get it somewhere in the cabin so that I can plug my phone into it. Basically, I try to do this as cheap as possible. I think this cable was about £6.70, which is not bad, and I will try and post the link because I've no idea what it's called there. As you can see, I'll try and post the link down below of what this cable was. Basically, I wanted to see how cheap I could do it. Let's go give it a go. Okay, so first things first, you are going to want to remove the two small plastic trim covers either side of the head unit. I'm just using a flathead screwdriver and leveraging them out, and they just ping off, as you can see. However, you might want to use a smaller screwdriver than I did so that you don't scratch the plastic. You could even tape up these parts to make sure that you definitely don't scratch it, but I see that as a bit of overkill. What I'm also going to do is to try and take the glove box out so that I have a bit more access. There's a 10mm in here somewhere that's really hard to get to. I've read about it many a time, but I'm not sure which side it's on. So, oh, that was my knee. Oh, there's a little retractor bit there, look. That's interesting. That's cool. Super simple design that is. Right, okay, so just a disclaimer on this. I'm not sure if it makes any difference with a right-hand drive or a left-hand drive car. Obviously mine is right-hand drive and the screw is on the right-hand side. So I think if you're on a left-hand drive car, it would make sense to take the glove box out because I believe the screw would still be on the right side. But correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments, because I don't think there's any need to take the glove box out in this. So the next step is to remove a 10mm bolt, and it is very hard to see, but I will try and show you. So you can see you've got two bolts there. It's not that one, it's that one just there, the little shiny thing you can see there. And taking these screws out, I didn't actually take this panel off in the end, but it's given me more access to flex here. So, probably only needed to take the one out actually. Right, it's loose. And I really don't want to drop it, so I'm going to get in there with my hand. Whew. That's the ticket. And now there's just two screws either side of the radio. There's one here, and it's the same on the other side, but the steering wheel's in the way, so it's quite hard to film that one. And now I should, I hope, be able to take the radio out. I don't think it's ever been out before, so there we go. That's quite a hefty weight, which is quite a few kilos. Maybe I don't need it after all. Right, now to find my cable and see if that fits. So I can see where it connects to in the back of here, but what I wanted was an OEM looking installation. I wanted one with one of these little integrated screw ends on it, so that I can basically drill a hole through the dashboard, poke this end through, and then on the other side of the plastic screw this little ring on, so that it looks like an OEM fitting basically, and drill that through somewhere here on the underside. Here's the back of the unit, and you see there is a slot just There, look. So what I'm going to do is put this socket end into that free one there. It only goes one way and it clips straight in, which is a good sign. And now I really want to test it. And what better thing to play than my own channel? Old school iPhone 6. Video's not playing yet because the internet's rubbish, but it says aux on there, which is good. Oh, let's have a cup of tea. Oh yeah. Look at that. Sorted. Now I just need to make it look nice. Dead chuffed with that. Dead chuffed. Dead chuffed with that. There really isn't much space in these Mazdas. Right, I think the most natural place to put this cable is going to be sort of like down here, underneath, next to the heating controls, the seat heating controls. But there's not a huge amount of space down there. So I'm going to have a proper think about this and work out where I want it to go. I basically want it somewhere up here. This is where I ideally wanted it, because this is where all the interior controls are. I don't really want to touch the radio unit here because it's nice and clean, and I guess I could stick a hole right here and put the headphone jack through it, but I don't think it would look very nice. So I sort of want to do it down here, and then I thought about doing it in this little coin tray which sits just here, which is totally pointless and I never use it. So then I thought about sticking a hole through the top of there, but I don't think that's really going to work either, because obviously that being there like that and it's a coin tray, it gets full of dust. All that's going to happen is this 3.5mm jack is going to sit up like that. That's just going to clog up with dust. So I think what I'm going to have to do is go back to my original idea, put it just to the left of that 12 volt in a tiny little hole, and it'll look pretty much OEM because there's no real other space for it to go. It'll not quite be OEM, but look very similar to OEM. And next job is to find one of these drill bits that's the right size for this and drill a little hole in the back of here. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for the time being. I've threaded it underneath through the glove box. I'm going to mark it up. And how am I going to mark it up? I'm going to scratch it into the plastic. Okay, so all I've got now is a tiny little scratch mark. You probably won't even be able to see it on camera where I'm going to start to drill. So I'm going to try and get the drill to bite just there. I need a centre punch really, and centre punch a little hole. There's my pilot hole, and don't worry, I have checked there's no wires behind this, so I'm not going to hit anything. Now I just need a bigger drill bit. I was aiming for it to sort of be central there. From up here it looks central. So I think the end of that is 6mm in diameter. I don't have my calipers on me, but looking at how that matches up there, it looks like it could be a 6mm. I can always buy a new fascia panel or strip out the interior and turn it into a race car. Right, here we go. So there's my 3.5mm jack hole, and I'm just going to test it's the right size. I was trying to do this from the other side, but then I realised it's going to be the same size from both sides. So can you see it? There's the hole, there's the jack. Perfect size. Boom. So now I just need to thread this through. There's the end result. All I've done is just poked it through from this side and tightened it up. So it'd probably be fine with this little wire tie, but a cable tie is more permanent of an installation. I really don't want this rattling around. Now that that's tied up, what I'll do is I will poke it down and make sure that it's not coming into contact with anything. Now what I really don't want to happen is for this bolt to drop down, because then I'd have to take it all apart again. So I'm going to really try and not drop it. Let's try again. Third time. Dropped it. It's alright, I've got it. Got it. It fell to there. I'm going to get it in, but without the added pressure of the cameras, so see you in a minute. It's in and it's tight, and you just have to trust me that access isn't good on that bolt. Right, so now that 10mm in, it's basically putting all the screws that I took out earlier. You don't need to take out the glove box, but like I say, I don't know if that's on both right and left hand drives. I'm guessing if you've got a left hand drive car, you need to take out the glove box, but if you've got a right hand drive car, you don't, because the radio, I would presume, is the same in all countries, and the bolt is on the right hand side of it. So click, 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 click. Right, so here's the installation from the driver's side. Cheeky. What a handsome chap. So I'm pleased to report that that is fully working, and quite a nice little mod really. As I said, all you need is a 10mm socket, a socket extension, a ratchet, Phillips head or a posi drive, can't remember which one, a 3.5mm cable, and that cable that I bought. So in total that's cost me £13 to have my phone now play in the MX-5 and look pretty stock. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know about the t-shirts. Righty tighty lefty loosey, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers.